talk about a book you have never read but would like to read.
One book I've always wanted to read is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. It's a classic novel that has been highly influential since its publication in the mid-century, particularly among young adults. The story revolves around a teenager named Holden Caulfield, who struggles with feelings of alienation and disillusionment with the world around him. This theme of questioning societal norms and searching for personal identity resonates with readers of all ages. And I think it's something that could resonate with me as well. I've often heard that the book is more than just a coming-of-age story. It's a reflection on the challenges of transitioning into adulthood, dealing with loss, and finding one's place in a confusing world. I believe these topics are universally relatable, regardless of the time period, which is why the book has remained so relevant. However, I haven't gotten around to reading it yet because I've been prioritizing other books or commitments. Additionally, I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say the book feels outdated, while others describe it as timeless. That contrast in opinions makes me even more interested in forming my own perspective. I plan to read it soon, and I'm looking forward to discovering why it's considered a modern classic. It might not be the most action-packed story, but I think the depth of its themes and the emotional journey of the main character will make it a worthwhile read.
Do people read more nowadays?
I think people read differently rather than reading more or less. Traditional book reading may have declined for some due to the rise of digital media, but audiobooks, ebooks, and even online articles have made reading more accessible than ever. Social media platforms also encourage shorter forms of reading like posts or blogs. However, the depth of engagement with texts might not be as profound as before since digital distractions are everywhere.
Do you read before going to bed?
Yes, I often read before going to bed as it helps me relax and wind down after a long day. Fiction works particularly well for me because they allow my mind to escape daily stresses. That said, I avoid reading on screens before sleeping to ensure I don't disrupt my sleep cycle. It's become a comforting ritual that also improves my sleep quality.
In your opinion, how will e-books affect paper books?
While e-books are convenient and eco-friendly, I don't think they will completely replace paper books. Physical books offer a tactile experience that many readers, including myself, cherish. Turning pages, feeling the weight of a book, and even its scent create an emotional connection that e-books can't replicate. That said, e-books will likely dominate in terms of practicality, especially for students and travelers who benefit from carrying hundreds of books in one device.
What's the difference between films and books?
Books and films are distinct in how they deliver stories. Books engage the imagination, allowing readers to visualize settings and characters in their own way. They also delve deeper into characters' thoughts and emotions, which films often can't convey fully. On the other hand, films bring stories to life visually and can use music and special effects to evoke powerful emotions instantly. While books require more time and effort, they often leave a more lasting impression.
Let's move on to the topic of traditional literature in your country. What is one example of traditional literature in your country?
In Korea, The Tale of Chunhyang is a well-known piece of traditional literature. It's a love story that explores themes like loyalty, social class, and justice. Despite being written centuries ago, its messages remain relevant, and it continues to be adapted into plays, films, and even musicals. The tale captures the essence of Korean culture and values, making it an enduring classic.
Do you like reading the traditional literature of your country?
Yes, I enjoy reading traditional Korean literature because it offers a glimpse into the past and helps me understand the values and struggles of earlier generations. Stories like Hongbu and Nolbu, or The Tale of Sim Chong, often contain moral lessons, and their cultural significance is fascinating. While the language can sometimes be challenging, modern translations make these works more accessible, and they help me feel more connected to my heritage.